Okay, this video is a response for a video called Assyria, the Evil Empire. The title of the video is called Assyria, but it talks about Assyria being an evil empire. According to a book called Understanding the Middle East, History, Religion, and the Clash of Cultures. If this is the way we're gonna learn about the Middle East and its great civilization, considered the mother of all civilization, then it's a really poor understanding and narrow understanding of the history of Mesopotamia. If we want to learn about the history of Assyria, we should go to what the archaeologists have discovered about Assyria and those clay tablets and how much information they had passed to us that we still use till our modern day. It's really sad when people look at Assyria, they only look at the military side and the fact they were brutal sometimes with their enemy, but most archaeologists agree that Assyria used to punish only one city, the most troublemaker city, and they used to torture and kill only the noble people because they used to have most of the poor citizen of that city as a slaves. So why kill them? Most barbarians, they used to kill everyone in the city, not the Assyrians. The only city I remember it's been burned by the Assyrians was Babylon, and it was because they turned the son of King Sennacherib and his crown prince to the enemy, to Elam, and his son was killed. So he sieged Babylon and killed its noble and took many Babylonians as slaves, and burned and tore the walls of Babylon and cursed the city for 70 years. However, his son Esarhaddon, he rebuilt the city and freed the exiled Babylonians, who later after a few years killed his grandson, and they were responsible of the fall of Assyria. They allied themselves with the Medes who deserted their own king and joined the Persians and attacked Babylon a few years later and took Babylon, and that was the end of Babylon. Let me remind you that many Western civilization like the Roman and the Greek used to burn the city enemies. Agamemnon, the Greek king, he burned Troy. The Persian king Xerxes, he burned Athens after the battle of Thermopylae and killed everybody was in the city. Nero, Claudius Caesar, burned his capital Rome to blame it on the Christians. The Romans used to torture their victims, and they used to throw a lot of their victims in Colosseum and let the lions and the tigers kill them and bring many gladiators and let them fight, so the Roman citizen will enjoy the show and see other citizens from different nations being killed just for the joy of the Roman citizen. And that's kind of racism. Also, they used to crucify their victims, and that's very slow and painful death. Also, they used to put their victims in a bull made of bronze and heat that bull so their victims can burn to death. The Greek also, they used to kill their victims and torture them. As a matter of fact, Alexander the Great used not to take any prisoners. He used to kill most of his enemies. And the city of Sparta, they used to kill their own babies. The one is not physically well, they used to throw them from the cliff. And I think this is very brutal way to kill your own babies for your state. But the video failed to mention that the first law was known to human was invented in Babylon by great king Hammurabi, which his name means the teacher. The word Rabbi means teacher, and Hammu is his name, so he's Hammurabi. Hammurabi, he invented 282 laws who involve in economy, divorce, criminal law, civil law, and prices. Assyrians, they were the direct descendants from the Akkadians. The Akkadians, who their empire was by the Sargon the Great, was the first empire in the history. Sargon, he took a lot of his knowledge from Sumer. Sumer, which was the very first civilization known to humans, and they were really amazing. Sumerian, they knew 6,000 years ago about the solar system. That was not known till the 1542 in Europe. Europeans thought that the Earth is the center of universe and everything is going around it. Sumerians, they knew that that we have a solar system of 9 planets plus the 10th planet, which was not known till recently to the astronomers. They called it NIBIRU, and has very big orbit of 3,600 years. NIBIRU is very far away from us. We know very little about it. As a matter of fact, the astronomers called it Planet X. The Sumerians claims that there is some people on that planet. They called them Anunnaki. Also, the Sumerians were the very first people who read and write in the history. There is a video on Google called Assyrian Legacy by George Kennedy. And George Kennedy, he talks about Assyrian legacy, and he talks that the Assyrian were the very first people who invented the glass in the palace of Nimrod. It was made from lime and soda and sand. Also, they were the very first people who invented the wheel. They also invented the time, and they divided the year to 12 months, and they divided the day to 24 hours, which represent 12 hours in the day and 12 hours at night, so makes it 24 hours. The number 12 represented their solar system, the 12 planets. They also divided the hour to 60 minutes and the minute to 60 seconds. Yes, they were counting even the seconds. It's really amazing. They also divided the year to 360 days and the circle to 360 degrees. They also invented the first library in history by great king Ashurbanipal. This king was very unique. The fact he could read and write in the cuneiform, which had more than 400 alphabets versus 26 alphabets in English. That makes you imagine what hard it was to read and write in that form. Also, in that Assyrian Legacy video, they show two students learning two different kind of math, the Assyrian math and the Roman math, which was taken from the Egyptians. And they show the first student who learned the Assyrian way is finishing the total in few seconds, and the one who learned the Roman way, it was struggling with a total. That shows you the superiority of the Assyrian math versus the Roman and the Egyptians. So if you want to really learn about Assyria, you should go to the source, to the archaeologists, and see what those clay tablets left us from amazing knowledge that was lost after the fall of Byzantine, who was taken by the Ottomans. The historians say that we are 600 years in disadvantage in knowledge because the fall of Byzantine. Of course, that's after the fall of Rome. See, the knowledge was passed from Sumer to Babel to Ashur or Assyria to Greek to Romans to Byzantine, and then it was lost, and Europe went to the Dark Ages, and now we could be in some other place. So please make some research before you make videos and put on YouTube, because as you see, many of the information we use today, our time, our glass, our wheel, many things came from Mesopotamia, from Assyria. So I think we should show some respect, because many things was claimed from Greek historians to the Greek, because they knew that Assyria no longer existed, and that nobody will come and question their historian records. But thank God there is clay tablets who tell us about this great civilization and how much it gave to the world. So thank you for watching and listening to this video, and I will try to make more videos like this if I have time. Thank you.